Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen tuum, adveniat regnum tuum, fiat voluntas tua, sicur in cielo et in terra.
Now, Genesis, I know this isn't easy for you. You've been poked, prodded, and analyzed by more doctors and so-called mental health professionals than any other patient I've ever had. But I want you to know I'm not here to analyze you. I'm merely here to listen. Now, how about if I have a seat over there and we can feel free to discuss anything you like?
Thank you, Alistair. You're more than a doctor to me. You're a friend.
Thank you, my dear.
I'm sorry for that emotional outburst earlier. I don't know where it came from. Sometimes I think my parents are right, that I have something inside of me. I can't explain it. It's like 1 minute I'm happy and peaceful, and then...
And then what, Genesis? You know you can share anything with me.
And then... all I can see is red, and I hear voices, and it's unholy, and it's demonic, Alistair, and it takes over me!
We've discussed this before. Demons don't exist. There are simply poor and misguided choices. I don't subscribe to the notion of an angry man down below with horns and a pitchfork attempting to condemn our souls to hell. Those are merely the rantings of the conditioned sheep who cast a label on you out of fear because they don't understand you. You're not evil, my dear.
But Mum and Dad won't even speak to me, Alistair. They had me sent off to the asylum for prayer visuals after I attacked Father O'Rourke at Sunday confession. But it wasn't my choice. Sure, it was my physical body clawing and biting him, but I didn't choose to do that. My parents think I'm an abomination.
Well, forgive me for disagreeing with your parents' assessment. I'm just glad your brother Paul had the sense to see through their extreme reaction to your situation and contact me.
If it weren't for you, Alistair, I would still be alone in that padded room. I didn't like it in there, being alone with my thoughts. One night I was envisioning being at home with my family, having a lovely dinner, everybody together around the table, enjoying ourselves, and this voice came inside my head and told me I should slit their throats and drink their blood. And I was so scared, Alistair. I was so scared. But then this beautiful lady came to me. She had such a lovely face and a comforting voice, and her name was Christine. And she said to me that everything was going to be all right. And it was. My brother Paul took me to you, and now I feel okay. Does that sound crazy, Alistair? Am I crazy?
Not at all, my dear. In fact, it sounds intuitive. You clearly picked up on your brother's intention to get you the proper help and guidance, and well, here we sit.
But it's more than that, Alistair. When I was alone, sitting in that padded room by myself, you were there with me. You were comforting me and whispering in my ear that I was marked by you, that I was going to achieve great things, that I'm special.
Indeed, you are special, my dear. I have no argument with that. But in terms of me marking you, I'm afraid that was no more than your own subconscious crying out for help. You could have browsed an article about my practice, and your subconscious mind associated myself with your feelings of safety, tranquility, and enlightenment. Although I am very flattered your subconscious thought so highly of me.
Don't you laugh at me, you son of a bitch! When people laugh at me, I want to slice them up and burn their flesh!
Now, Genesis, we don't want to do anything we'll regret, do we? I know you're not a violent woman. You're merely a bit lost. Now, why don't you have a seat and we'll continue our nice little chat.
Alistair, I'm so sorry. You know I would never hurt you.
I know, my dear. It's all right. You've been under a lot of stress lately.
Why don't you have a seat, my dear? The doctor will make it all better.
Here, have a bit more water.
But that's blood. It's blood.
No, I'm afraid it's just spring water, my dear. Besides, I must confess I'm a bit squeamish. I faint at the sight of blood. I couldn't possibly serve that.
Oh, Alistair, I don't even know what's real and what's not anymore.
Now, Genesis, I want you to stay right here. I'm gonna go tell Janice to tell your brother Paul to wait downstairs until you feel strong enough to leave here on your own.
Thank you. Thank you, Doctor.
You're very welcome, my dear. I'll be right back.
Oh, you shouldn't be so upset, my dear. Alistair took your soul years ago. He's always been with you. Because he knew you're special. He knew you would kill for him and drink the bloods of the innocents.
Go away! There's nothing inside me.
Demons aren't real. Alistair said so.
Demons don't exist.
And then the mommy said to the daddy,
I want to eat all your brains.
you were always mine, my dear. Your son of a bitch father condemned your soul to hell when he traded his firstborn to me in exchange for financial security. Now it's time for you to rise. Close your eyes and let me in.
I feel so free.
And now I think it's time for a nice family reunion, don't you? Your brother's waiting downstairs. You can burn them all alive. Make good choices. I'm so glad you're feeling stronger, my dear. And I very much look forward to our next session.
I'm looking forward to it too, Alistair. I think for now I'm going to have my sweet brother drive me home to my mum and dad's house. We have lots to talk about.
Indeed you do, my dear. Indeed you do.
Build my arc of self-sabotage.